Hello, Liverpool fans. Welcome to the Liverpool Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates, and transfer stories straight from Anfield. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that subscribe button now and stay in the loop with all things Reds. Arneslot will be allowed to manage Liverpool from the sidelines during Sunday's clash with Wolverhampton Wanderers, despite seeing red against Everton. The Dutchman was sent off by referee Michael Oliver during Wednesday's 2-2 stalemate at Goodison Park, as the Reds and the Toffees clashed after the final whistle had blown. Abdoulaye Doucouré ruffled the feathers of Liverpool players by celebrating in front of visiting fans, with curtisjones running over and confronting the Everton star. Oliver brandished his red card to both men for the incident, before Slot also found himself sent off for aggressively shaking the referee's hand while ranting at him. As a result, Slot is now faced with the prospect of a 2-game touchline ban, but the FA are yet to make a decision on their punishment, and will decide his fate after reading Oliver's official report. As a result, Slot will be able to continue as normal when the Reds clash with Wolves at Anfield come 2 p.m. on Sunday. It's not the first time that Slot has been penalised by the FA either, having served a suspension in December after accruing 3 bookings. And the manager who replaced Jurgen Klopp last year has recently acknowledged that he needs to learn how to control his emotions better in the heat of the moment. Speaking to media after the Merseyside derby, Slot said, "I hope because I'm a human being. But the way I was during the game, I wasn't planning to react the way I reacted after the game. Again, the 7 or 8 minutes extra time, if you just watch them back, so many incidents happened in those 7 or 8 minutes that, yeah, I got too emotional. Instead of going inside and calming down and then talking to the referee, I decided to walk out onto the pitch, which wasn't the smartest thing to do in hindsight. We're in a business that's quite emotional. I'm the type of manager that likes to control as much as I can, so if my player makes a wrong decision, I blame myself. But this is a part you can't influence, and then you get all emotional, like I did during the game. I wouldn't say I was calm during the game, but especially in extra time, it was probably just a bit too much to stay calm. The best thing I could have done was just walk inside. But unfortunately I didn't." Liverpool found themselves 1-0 down early on in the last ever Merseyside derby at Goodison, when a well-worked set-piece routine found Beto, who slotted the ball past Alisson 11 minutes in. Alexis McAllister levelled the game 5 minutes later when he met Mohamed Salah's cross in the centre of the opposing box, before flicking the ball past the scrambling Jordan Pickford. Salah himself then gave Liverpool the lead with 73 minutes played, smashing the ball into the net at the back post on the back of a rebound from Jones. But it wasn't to be the league leaders' day. That's because James Tarkowski nabbed a hard-fought point for Everton 8 minutes into extra time, thumping a volley in at the back post before wheeling off in celebration. Liverpool now play host to Wolves at Anfield on Sunday, and will hope to carry on their incredible run of form in the Premier League. The Merseyside team have achieved 17 victories and 6 draws from 24 games in the 2024-25 campaign thus far, putting themselves 4 points clear of second-place Arsenal. Wolves, meanwhile, will be desperate to push themselves as far away from the relegation zone as possible in coming weeks. The Midlands outfit currently sit 17th with just 5 wins to their name, a mere 2 points from the drop zone. Mohamed Salah's agent has dropped a curious hint about his Liverpool future by posting a message of praise for head coach Arne Slot. The Egyptian star's Anfield future remains up in the air with only 4.5 months remaining on his contract. Salah has been free to speak with other clubs since January 1st, and several clubs in Saudi Arabia's Pro League have maintained a keen interest. But with a calculated 4-word statement about Slot on social media, Salah's agent Rami Abbas has dangled a suggestion that a resolution might be in sight. Abbas quoted a post with an image of Slot and the Premier League table, showing Liverpool's 7-point lead, with the simple message, "excellent at his job." And such a ringing endorsement would appear unlikely if Abbas was certain that his star client is set to leave Liverpool soon because of a contract impasse. Salah is keen on staying, but is demanding a contract that meets his expectations. Previous reports suggest the issue has surrounded his insistence of a longer-term deal than what the club's hierarchy is willing to offer. Liverpool, for their part, are hesitant to sign a player who turns 33 in June to a contract that could include a sharp loss of form. But Salah is putting up arguably his best season ever, with 22 goals and 14 assists by mid-February, including one of each in the midweek Merseyside derby draw away to Everton. He is the current favourite to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or. The award for the world's best, Salah has been coy on his future since the bombshell interview after defeating Southampton in November, when he made it clear that contract talks were not progressing. The futures of captain Virgil van Dijk and fullback Trent Alexander-Arnold also remain undecided, with the former appearing more likely to stay, and the latter still expected to join Real Madrid and best pal Jude Bellingham as a free agent. Former Liverpool boss Rafa Benitez has admitted Trent Alexander-Arnold would flourish at Real Madrid as speculation linking him with the Bernabeu continues. Alexander-Arnold is one of three key Liverpool stars, including Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, whose contract expires at the end of the season, and he looks no closer to agreeing new terms. The 26-year-old, who has been with Liverpool since the age of 6, has made a total of 342 appearances for the Reds, winning almost every trophy possible, including the Premier League and Champions League. Now the England star may be set for a new chapter this summer, and ex-Liverpool coach Benitez believes Alexander-Arnold would be a good fit for Madrid due to the attacking football they play under Carlo Ancelotti. Real Madrid is an attacking team, they are the best team in Spain, and they will continue to be the best team in Spain, he told Sky Sports. Even if Barcelona or Atletico Madrid are doing well, Real Madrid still has the potential, so they will always be there. For an attacking defender in an attacking team, you have more chances to make assists and to create situations in attack, and that will be good for him as a player. He's doing that in Liverpool, so it's not a surprise, but with Real Madrid, you can guarantee he will do that for years. Alexander-Arnold has registered 2 goals and 7 assists in all competitions for Liverpool amid their bid to win the Premier League under Arneslot this season, and has consistently been one of the best attacking fullbacks in world football in recent years. Madrid, on the other hand, are in desperate need of a right-back after losing Dani Carvajal for the rest of the season and being forced to play Raúl Asensio, Lucas Vázquez and Federico Valverde there out of position. Benitez, who won the Champions League with Liverpool in 2005 and coached Madrid for 1 season in 2015-16, said he was torn between his 2 allegiances to both clubs over Alexander-Arnold's future. If I, as a Liverpool fan, say he will stay, it's much better because he will give us something special. But if he goes, as a Real Madrid kid all my life, and also a fan in Spain, it will also be good for Real Madrid and for him. It comes after Alexander-Arnold was criticised by club legend Martin Lawrenson, who told him to be a man and admit he was leaving rather than stay silent. He said, "This thing about not saying anything, I really don't get it. Just stand up, be a man and say, look, this has been absolutely fab and I've loved every single minute of it. I'm a local boy, but I'm going to go somewhere else. And you know what? Good luck to you." Arne Slot has vowed to learn from his mistakes after being charged by the FA for his red card at the end of the mad Merseyside derby, after admitting, "I got too emotional." The FA have read referee Michael Oliver's report and charged the Liverpool head coach, and he faces at least a 2-game touchline ban. Slot has already served a touchline suspension in December for accumulating 3 bookings, and he knows he needs to control his emotions better. "I hope because I'm a human being," he said. "But the way I was during the game, I wasn't planning to react the way I reacted after the game. Again, the 7 or 8 minutes extra time, if you just watch them back, so many incidents happened in those 7 or 8 minutes that, yeah, I got too emotional. Instead of going inside and calming down and then talking to the referee, I decided to walk out onto the pitch, which wasn't the smartest thing to do in hindsight. We're in a business that's quite emotional. I'm the type of manager that likes to control as much as I can, so if my player makes a wrong decision, I blame myself. But this is a part you can't influence, and then you get all emotional, like I did during the game. I wouldn't say I was calm during the game, but especially in extra time, it was probably just a bit too much to stay calm. The best thing I could have done was just walk inside, but unfortunately I didn't. Slot studied Liverpool's defeat at Goodison Park in April and thought he knew what atmosphere to expect. But the Everton players and fans were hyped up for the last Merseyside derby at Goodison Park, and Slot says it was totally different to watching a game on a laptop. Yeah, it was more intense and emotional because if you watch the game on television, you hear the fans, but not as loud, he said. You don't feel the same emotions if you're not as involved as I was. So, yeah, it's different to lead the team on the touchline than to watch it in front of a MacBook. Despite his clear disappointment at dropping 2 points, Slot is determined to focus on the positives from Wednesday, and he was delighted with his side's mentality. He wants them to carry this into tomorrow's clash with Wolves at Anfield, when he hopes Liverpool can return to winning ways after losing to Plymouth on Sunday in the most challenging week of his Reds' reign. Ideally, it would have been a combination of us picking up 3 points and showing that mentality, he said. But still, there's the win of us showing that great mentality in very difficult circumstances with everything they had to cope with during 98 minutes.